Hi guys, just enjoying my coffee of the afternoon. I thought I'd come on here and do a little nutrition video for you. It's kind of more focused on me as what I eat in a day, just to give you an idea of the things that I do to keep within my calories. Now, I've said plenty of times to you that I don't track my calories because I just kind of know what works for me over a period of time where maybe I've ate too much and I know what's too much. I know when I'm being bad, I know when I'm being good, I know what I'm trying to focus on, what goals I'm trying to achieve. Now, a lot of you have kind of worked out that the calories that I've worked out that I probably do eat in a day are very similar to what you guys are all on. Not all of you. Some of you are maybe slightly lower because you did less activity and you're a similar size to I am. But some of you do a lot of exercise and then are either a male, not sexist, just fact, more muscular than I am, taller than I am. Those are the reasons why you'd probably be on a little bit more calories. But this will give you an idea as to what I eat, which is in and around 16 to 1800 calories a day. And it's going to make you realise probably how little that is, but also how much you can eat if you really manipulate it well. So what I'll do is I'll go through each meal, some tips and tricks I have to help you understand how big your meal portion sizes need to be, because I think that's something that people really struggle with. So first things first, what do I have for breakfast? Let me take a big swig. So this is actually one of the first things I have in the day. Black coffee. I actually put some supplements in this as well. I'll go through supplements at the end. So it's a black coffee, and I put 1 sugar in it. It's brown. It's just a preference. If you like white, then crack on. I'm not a big believer in brown, white, whatever. Not racist when it comes to sugar. Now, this is my go-to for breakfast, predominantly of most of the time. This is just Oats So Simple Quaker Oats. There is 213 calories in here. I also add 3-ish tablespoons of vanilla yogurt to this as well. Low fat, no, just standard vanilla yogurt. Comes in a big pot from Yonken. I get your preference, do whatever you like. So 320 calories just in porridge. Really easy. Stick water in it. Done. Now, predominantly, most of you have 300 to 400 calories for breakfast. So there you go. There's 300 to 400 calories for breakfast with yogurt. Other breakfasts I have: banana with a protein yogurt. Be warned, there might be meowing about in a second. Come on in. That's probably a little bit less than that, to be fair. One of the Arlo protein yogurts, I think, has 160 calories in it. Banana, you'd be surprised, actually has quite a high amount of calories in it. But really good for you, obviously. Fantastic fruit. Like, it's one of my staples on the shopping list. Always get bananas. Now, you might be wondering what I have for naughty breakfasts. So I say naughty breakfasts. For me, a naughty breakfast could be a bacon sarnie with egg and a slice of cheese in there. Now that's going to be a little bit larger. That's going to be kind of 500 calories. But you then manipulate the rest of your day around it. I tend to do that on days I get a lie-in. So a Tuesday morning or a Saturday, I'll tend to have a cheeky breakfast, I call it. And it usually involves eggs. So I might have scrambled egg on toast, scrambled egg with crushed avocado on toast. Maybe the toast isn't there, depending on what I'm doing. If I'm trying to deplete a little bit, maybe nearer the summer, then I'll probably take the bread out. But doesn't mean I'll get rid of all the carbohydrates in that day. There still will be in the day. Just like omelettes, things like that, just to mix it up for yourself. And you can run those into lunch and dinner. I think breakfast is the best meal of the day. So if I could have 3 breakfasts in a day, I would. I'd have porridge at breakfast, and scrambled egg on toast at lunchtime, and then fry it for dinner. If that was possible, that'd be great. But and I think that would be within calories, if I'm honest. So I don't see how that could be a bad thing. Maybe a few more vegetables in the day would be more helpful, more nutrient based. But at the end of the day, for calories, that would work. Now, after breakfast, most of you know I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. That's when breakfast is, 5 o'clock in the morning. So by about 8 o'clock, I'm starving again. I'm hungry. So I have literally just trained, maybe. So I'll have a quick. So it's Lindt chocolate. I tend to eat dark chocolate, a little bit better for you. Doesn't mean that milk chocolate's bad. It's just that better stuff in dark chocolate. But don't eat too much of it, because again, it's chocolate. You know the game, team. Just don't eat too much of a bad thing. Other things that I like to have as a snack in the morning: Nature Valley granola bars. You can have grenade bars. They're the protein bars. Other cereal bars, whatever you fancy. That's a good little mid-morning snack. Just to keep we say metabolism going, but it's more just to keep you going as a person, keep you eating little and often. If that doesn't work for you, Don't have a mid-morning snack. You have more calories at lunchtime. I always have to eat. I'm just hungry all the time. So it's just a way of me not binging later on. So I just split up my meals into smaller ones. After that, 2 hours later, I'll have lunch. Now, lunch is usually a dinner from another evening, okay? Because I can restrict the amount that I eat by utilising certain things in my house. So, Tupperware boxes, and this is a cereal bowl. It's tiny, okay? So I don't eat out of plates because I tend to eat too much food when it comes to a plate. Now, these two things are probably in volume the same. It's a bit wider. This is a bit deeper. So all in all, I think the volume is exactly the same. Which is why when I do bulk meals, you'll always see a picture. If you go on my Instagram, you'll see a picture of this with 3 or 4 Tupperware boxes. And that's because I split it evenly across those so that I have 3 to 4, 4 to 5 meals. And they're all exactly the same, and they're all portioned out and ready to go, and I don't need to worry that I'm going to eat too much. Now, how do I split that? Now, for example, if I was having spaghetti bolognese, I like pasta. Who doesn't? Come on. I go 50-50 split. Now, 50-50 split, so this side is pasta, and this side is the mince and the vegetables and the sauce. Okay, and then I mix that together. And that's one meal. All in a Tupperware box. It also fits in here. Okay, so you do pasta at the bottom, and then your scoops of mince and vegetables at the top. Now I know it's the same because when I portion it out, use the same spoons, etc. They all go in the same at the same time, so it's all evenly spread. So I know that it's 4 portioned out meals that are exactly the same. Now, as I say, lunch and dinner can be really similar. So there could be stir fry, it could be gnocchi meatballs, it could be I don't know, fajitas. I've sometimes split into here just with the mix, and then wrapped up the wraps at the side, just so that I know that it's all even Stevens across the board. So whatever you're having, make sure it's just mixed that way. Now, for those of you that don't like too much carbs, so potatoes, bread, sweet potato, rice, pasta, noodles, you want to make that smaller and make it a third across here, then fine, do that as a third, and then have this as your predominant amount of meat and veg. So then you're getting lower carb meals and higher protein and vitamin dense meals. Why do I have more carbohydrates? A, because I love them, and B, because if I didn't, I'd be a grouchy person. So carbohydrates are your energy. I obviously train quite a lot in the week. I'm a very active person, so I need the energy. I need to stay with it. So all my meals pretty much have carbohydrates in them. On lower training days, I might have less carbohydrates and build up on the protein and vitamin dense vegetables. So from there, that is lunch and dinner. Okay, I might throw in some different lunch and dinners if I'm feeling special. So jack potatoes is a good one that I tend to utilise. I would never say no to beans on toast. Seriously, guys, just think about how much you're having. So I tend to have one slice of toast and then cover it with beans. And these are the little tins I tend to have. Just be aware of what you're having. Bagels, I have that for breakfast sometimes instead of like a bacon sandwich. It might be a bagel with like a poached egg, some cream cheese, some smoked salmon. Just be aware of like what you're putting in things, and that goes along with what you're putting in like spaghetti bolognese and things like that. If you're sticking loads of cheese on top, then it's easy to see where the calories are coming from. With regards to what I have in the afternoon, between lunch and dinner, I've literally just had another one of these. This is what I'm currently drinking. It's my afternoon. And I had 2 biscuits. Because do you know what I fancied? I just fancied a couple of biscuits. Sue me. And that's the same for you guys. You could have had a banana. Yeah, you could have an apple. You can have a little snack that's different. You could have another protein bar. You could have another one of these Nature Valleys. Be aware of Nature Valley bars. Well, that's 200 calories in the Nature Valley bar. So, where I put snacks on the bottom of your day. Sometimes, when I was losing weight, I would eat 1/2 in the morning and 1/2 in the evening. So it's just little tips and tricks that you can do. Grenade bars, tend to halve them, have one in the morning, have one in the evening, or even if I was on a low calorie day, just have half like on Monday and the other half on Tuesday, just to split it up. Because they're expensive as well, so I didn't want to spend too much money on them either. After dinner, people tend to shut up shop, not put anything in their gob, and then they tend to be starving, and then they want to binge on like chocolate or something. I actually get to about 8 o'clock and have a snack in the evenings. Now, my favourite snack is like crackers and hummus. When I say crackers and hummus, that's usually 3 crackers max, and there's hummus on every cracker I break up. So I love hummus. Just be warned, it can be high in fat, but good protein source, but just tasty. I love piri piri hummus and red pepper hummus and jalapeno hummus. So I just think it's great. Sometimes that evening snack might be like a tiny packet of crisps, or could be another biscuit if you wanted it to. But just be mindful of the additional calories that you're putting in the evening and how they're serving you for the rest of the day. If you're tracking your calories, you'll know how many calories you have left for your day. So choose wisely. It might only be an apple that you can eat, or you can have a banana, or just think about what you're trying to achieve. For me, I just enjoy food, so I eat what I want. When it comes to kind of later on in the year, like I've got a holiday in April, then I'll probably start being a little bit more mindful of what I eat with regards to high fat and high carb, and I'll try and up my protein a bit and my vegetables. But mainly, my biggest thing will be upping my activity. So I don't do a lot of cardio at the moment, so that's probably where I'll go first, because then I know I just keep my calories the same, eat the same things as I've always done, don't change that in any way, and then just up my activity. But for those of you that eat too many calories in a week, upping activity can only stop the gain, and you'll just maintain. So you need to delete some of the calories you're eating during the day to actually see some sort of progress. So guys, to summarize, I have a small breakfast of porridge with a little bit of chocolate and a granola bar for mid-morning, a main meal that fits in a Tupperware box for lunch, a coffee and a couple of biscuits if I'm lucky in the afternoon, maybe a banana, another meal that fits in a Tupperware box for a bon in the evening, and then 3 crackers and hummus as a little nighttime treat. Now, and there's 2 coffees in there, and loads of water, 2 litres of water. So I'm always drinking water. Supplements wise, to finish, I have 2 teaspoons of collagen in my coffee in the mornings. That is a protein supplement that I have that just stirs into coffee. It's pretty cheap. It is beef based, but it's just a way of me getting additional protein in. Obviously, with a lot of the weight training I do, I get very depleted on protein, and I don't eat enough of it because it doesn't fit in all my diet, basically, which a lot of you will struggle with, which is why people tend to say delete your carbohydrates so you can get enough protein in, and I just don't think that's fair. Multivitamin I have in the morning, and a glucosamine tablet. I recommend everyone has multivitamin tablets because we're very prone to having such a low nutrient diet that it's a great way of just getting those vitamins in without having to flush yourself with 50 billion amounts of vegetables. Glucosamine tablet is for joints. You might have cod liver oil, you might have omega-3s, just whatever works for you. Glucosamine I tend to recommend as well to a lot of you for your joints, especially if you're getting older. And then protein shake wise, I have one protein shake a week, and that is after spin on a Wednesday because I don't have any other time, don't have time to eat anything else. So it's a convenient supplement to get calories in and to get protein in after a workout. So that's how protein shakes should be used, to supplement and to be convenient because you can't get it in any other way. If I could eat a big meal straight after I do spin on a Wednesday morning, I prefer that than having the protein shake. So team, little blab on about myself. Any questions that you'd like to ask, as in what kind of things, like if you want any details of what I eat, you can also look at my recipe books because I've given you some ideas on meals. If you don't have the recipe book, then give me a shout and I'll ping it over to you. But hopefully it just gives you a bit more of an idea as to what the daily eat fest is for Theo. Any questions, give me a shout and I'll speak to you soon.